all working. So large lands versus lands. Game of Battletech. I have an awesome a griffin, a wolverine, another griffin. I think that's right. I'll double check. Record request. And a thunderbolt. So we're Madcat, Catapult, Locust, and boom. I'll do rolls to start in just a moment. We just make sure I have the right data sheets out. Oops, that far back now. Here. Alright, so the Thunderbolt's right. Which Griffin? Griffin 3M. That's right. Wolverines, right. accidentally grabbed an extra data sheet by accident. That makes sense. Completely off by one. Hopefully that was an easy fix. Cleaner's there, that's there. Alright. Now, let's go over a few of the rules. The buildings on the map are line of sight blockers, and for ease of ruling, are indestructible. They cannot be blown up, but mechs can't hide behind them or hop on top of them for advantages. Now, I'm gonna make this a custom match between a pair of upset planners who decided to go with a small teams of 4 instead of a full star of 5. Now, let's decide which side goes first. With a simple roll. Let's see. Alright. These are for the left side. These for the right side. Now, let's roll. Left side first. We got 6, 7, and 8 on their roll. Right side as a 5. So turn 1, the right side will get to move first because they lost initiative. So, first to move will be the Mad Cat leader of this team, and he will walk 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to turn this way. And then the catapult being played as with this urban mech with missiles on it will walk up 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would have moved. Next will be the locust. He will walk up 8. Oh, before I do that, I need to put down movement dice so I don't forget who moved how. Walks 5. You walked 5. Walked 8. And the locust will walk up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk dice of 8. lastly, the puma. He will walk up his nines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They all walk up 8. That's it for their movement. Next, we move over to the left side of the battlefield. The first move will be the Awesome being played by this Warhammer mech model. And he will run up 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. Actually, let me check that. To move 4, but let me check the elevation change rules real quick. Off fire tables, movements. Rough is a +1. So level 1. Sure. It's a +1 to move. So he'll run 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And end up just barely on the other side of that mountain. Yeah. He gets a run die. Ran. Wolverine will take this chance to jump. Since he has jump jets, he will jump 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Land. He gets a jump die. The Griffin back will also jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoosh to his new position. Yeah. Lastly, the Thunderbolt. He will run up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over there. There we go. Everyone has made their movements. No one has anything that can shoot at anyone else currently. Mostly because of line of sight blockers and terrain. Now comes for heat management. Heat happens whenever you fire a weapon, move, or certain weapons will deal heat damage. First, for the Puma. You've walked 6, walked 6 and mismarked him, but luckily it's just a casual for fun game. Heat management. 1 point per walk 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if this heat sinks, it don't matter. This heat sinks eat the movement, it's fine. The locust ran 8. He just manages with his heat sinks to not overheat. The Mad Cat walked his full 5. His heat sinks will manage him just fine. And the catapult moved 5. His heat sinks get it, so he's fine. Now, the left side's heat calculations. The awesome ran 6. The running counts for 2 heat per tile. And since he ran 6, he gets 12 heat. But with 20 heat sinks, he gets 5. But let me double check, make sure I'm reading the heat rules correctly. I was not worried about heat too much until everyone has shot each other. Because that's when really interesting stuff happens. So I'm going to kind of hand wave some heat rules. All movement die off the board. It's time for the initiation roll. Turn 2. Left side will roll. Left side got a 9. Right side rolls. Right side got a 7. Right side will move first again. This is 1 initiative. A little bit of this internal discussions between their columns. You decide that the locust will be the first to move up, and he will run 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As his weapons are very short ranged, he kind of needs to run up in order to get within position. Hopefully, this bold move to try to run up will not cost too much trouble. Now, with the locust move, The Bat Cat will move, and he will run 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up just behind this bit of hills. Next, the Puma will move, and he will run 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll also take up a defensive position behind some hills and get a run die. The catapult pilot. He will decide to walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His weapons are a little bit more longer range, so he doesn't mind staying as far back. Left side. The Awesome will decide to run up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has entered visible range. Question will be, if shooting is done, is he within hittable range? Next is the Griffin. The Griffin will jump up onto this building. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and land on top of the building. Now that landing is a 5. Calculation. And that's the wrong model. Swap him out for his buddy just to make sure I have the proper model in the proper place. But, you know, the Wolverine will probably also join him up on high ground. So jump 1, 2, 3, 4. And he barely lands on top with a 5. Put these in front of the building just so they don't try to slide around off me. The Thunderbolt will run up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just so he can give his friend, the Awesome, some fire support. Now, we can get to the shooting phase, where lasers and explosions happen. First, I need to determine who is shooting at what and with what weapons. So I need to get a pencil ready and a piece of paper to do some math. locust is here. You can see everyone, but the question is, can his weapons hit anyone? Alright, let's see. Does his streak short range missiles have anything? Long range is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can technically try to shoot at the 2 on the roof. Alright. The locust will decide to fire everything he can, regardless of heat, into the griffin. So, either head to the attack modifier table, alright, he ran, which is a 2. Target modifier is a 3 on the defense. Since he jumped, that's another +1. Nothing on the locust has been hit. And since we're ignoring the heat from last turn, that is a 0. No secondary firing targets, and there is no terrain modifiers, and the only modifier we have to worry about is the fact that this is within long range of all his weapons. So, all together, it's 5, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since they're clanners, they're piloting, their skill setup is 3-4. Gunnery 3, piloting 4. So, we now move on to the attack. You need to roll 3 10s to try to hit. First, medium lady. 8. Miss. First streak. Fired. Miss. Second streak fire. That is a hit. 1 streak SRM hit. I'll mark that down. As a hit. Right. Streaks are cluster weapons. So you can figure out let's see, these are streak 2s. So they end up on the 2 table. and they also get roll 2d6, like 7 1 damage hits to the say 5, 6, 7 to the left torso. No critical hit. Seven to the griffin's left torso. Both fired. Figure out how the firing string missile system works. Luckily, I have just the book for that. Calculate how ammo works. Damage, loading crit rolls, ammunition. Crit will hit destroys slot carrying ammo. That. 6 to 119. Ammunition. Here's me. Breaks. Buster. Here you go. Missile munitions. Yeah, it had an RMS system, which it does not. Markdown, it has fired some shots. Let's say the cluster table is 2. The maximum hits it can do is 2. I think it's 10 per shot. It fired twice. So it's down to 30 rounds left. Its missile system. Now, we move on to the Puma's turn. It will fire its twin ERPPCs into the Griffin as well. what that means. More math. That's not what I want. I want the gator stuff, which is over here. It ran. That's +2. Target is a +3, +1. -1 due to its targeting computer. There's technically nothing within, as long as like the block firing. So it needs to hit 2 5s for your PPC to hit. First shot. Hits. Second shot. Hits. First shot. Right torso. Right torso hit. Second shot. 7. Left torso shot. Your left and right torso take 15 pips of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Spillover 14, 15. Alright. Versus the left torso, right torso also takes 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, don't worry, they'll get their turn to shoot back. And technically, if anything is blown off or destroyed, it doesn't count into the absolute end of the turn. The catapult, seeing that the griffin is getting maybe a little too much love from his friends, will decide to shoot at the wolverine, or at least attempt to shoot. He will first range it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Within long range. Alright. The catapult locked. +1. Target is a +3. Nothing's hit. He won't be factored in into after this turn. Range is long, so it's a +4 shot. Is a long range. He needs to hit 2 8s because he will not fire his medium laser. Medium laser is out of range, but he'll take his 2 PPC shot. So 2 8s. Miss. And miss. Lastly, the bad cat will shoot. Taking up after the catapult, he will also shoot at the Wolverine. He moves, so it's a +2, +3, +4 for being a long shot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has to hit 2 9s in order to hit with his PVC. First shot. Ooh. What is with this Mad Cat and hitting 12s? That hits. That is a critical shot. Second shot. Misses. Of course that second shot misses. Don't worry, I will... Basically, I'm going to try and see and get firm. If he actually will hit that. Because that's ridiculous. That's a headshot. That is instant death for the mech. Which again won't count into the absolute ending of this. But yeah, he just basically... Yeah, that's a 12. That's a crit. Good roll. Like a head crit blow off, but I'm gonna roll again. If he rolls high enough, it's a headshot. Alright. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Right torso. Alright. I'm willing for him to take 3 critical hits to the left torso rather than have his head completely blown off. Just for more excitement. Nine. Right torso. 3 crit. Now move to the critical hit location. It takes 3 of these. Left torso. Hitting the 7 on the left torso. Left torso doesn't have... Oh wait, it's 1d6. Let me reroll that. Left torso. Crit location. 1 hit to the fusion engine. It's a fusion engine hit. Second hit to the left torso. 6. The SRM ammo hit. Lastly, 3. That is the second engine hit. but the Wolverine is still technically within the battle. He's just really hurting and might try to start withdrawing after we get to the next turn of movement. But he's hurt. Alright, since the left side has declared all its attacks and has fired all of its weapons, not also on the right side, now we move on to the left side. Now they get to shoot back. We'll start with the heavily abused and shot at Griffin. He will fire his Yard PPC and LRM into the Mad Cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. That's technically long range, but he can try to hit it. +3, +3. Long range. +4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You need to hit a 10 for both. Let's start firing back. First roll, miss. Second roll, miss. He misses both. Fired 6 shots out of its ammo bin. Bare minimum. What is it? I fired a shot, so it's down to 11 more shots. Again, I'm not super familiar with how the ammo rolling works with this, so bear with me. He tried his best, he shot, and he missed. His buddy, the Wolverine, will now fire. The only weapon that could maybe hit anything, this is AC 20, and he will fire at the locust. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is just above short range, so it's technically within medium range of firing. So 3 plus 4 plus medium range is a +2 to hit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. Solid slug. And he misses. Fires. It misses. 15 shots go wide. Let's see. I'm going to calculate and see if he can't do any more shooting because, regardless, he's going to be hurting. Let's see. Can his medium pulse laser hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically would be just out of his range, but he will also fire his SRM 6. Let's call it another 10 shot. He has the hit. These guys are just not on their A game. 2 misses. They fire their weapons, but they won't be the only ones to shoot this turn. Even though they could, their buddies also decide they get on the shooting. The Awesome will fire all 3 its ERPPCs, or at least 2. Let's see. I'm trying to calculate how much he wants to fire. The only weapons he could fire are his ERPPC, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is just out of medium, so it goes within long range. You know what? He's going to dump all 3 ERPPCs into the Mad Cat. So 2 plus 3 plus long range shot 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is to make it 3 shots of 9 to hit the Mad Cat. First shot, 5, 6, 7, miss. Second shot, hits. 1 PPC shot hits the Mad Cat. Second shot, last shot, also hits. So 2 your PPC shots hit the Mad Cat. First shot hits. 7 left torso. Left torso will take 15 pips of damage. That lands. Ooh. 12. A headshot. Since it wasn't a critical hit headshot, but it's still a headshot on location to hit. Since it's not a critical, I'll allow it. Mostly because it wasn't a critical headshot, I'll allow it. But still, 15 pips. It likely blows the head clean off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. 12, 13, 14, 15. Might as well dump the rest into the center torso. Alright. The awesome has shot. How will the Thunderbolt do anything? The Thunderbolt does not have super long range weapons, so he will not shoot this turn. Save himself some heat. Now, with the weapon firing done, as per the bookkeeping, it's heat generation and seeing what happens to everyone. The Locust ran 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. For movement, he also fired streaks, which generate 4 heat in total. Loses 1 movement point. Next turn. Really toasty. And he got off lucky, but his heat management didn't go as badly as it could have. The Puma ran 9, so 18. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright. He also fired his PVCs. 15 more heat. Reading the heat calculations correctly. So let me check the weapons table real quick. Make sure I'm reading that correctly. ERPPCs. Heat 15. You fired both. He must immediately shut down. It's too much heat. He's within irrefusable shutdown. Due to his high volume of firepower, he becomes immobile until he can try his shutdown phase override at the end of the next turn. he'll get a no movement die. The bad cat. It fired both its PPCs. 30 heat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5, 6, 7, 30. We also ran 8 in age of 16s. If he was still functional, he would have to try to fight 2 bits of shutdown. But since he's not in the fight anymore, it doesn't matter if your head gets blown off. Lastly, catapult. He walked 5. Fired both ERPPCs. 30. 1, 2, 6, 7, 13, 16, 17, 30. Leaves him 14 overheat wise. You must now make a throw of the dice. Firing 3 plus a 4 to avoid. Anything higher than 6 is fine. He's fine. He avoids the shutdown. He is running hot. Now, we move on to the other side of the tape. Starting with the author, as it was the last to fire, but it fired all 3 of its ERPPCs. And 15 is 30, plus 15 is 45. Already puts him 5 into the red, and since he ran 6, that's another 12. 17. Plus 3 the fire, he also must make an attempt to avoid shutting down. Above a 6, he avoids shutdown. The Wolverine took a lot of hits. He definitely needs to make a piloting check to see if he can't keep himself upright after taking so many hits in one turn. He took 2 engine hits. Gyro, no leg hits. That's technically that would have been above 20 damage. So he needs to make at least roll a 5 to stay upstanding. He's fine, but he will now start to disengage because he took those 2 engine hits. His mech's in a bad shape. The Griffin mech will also have to make a roll of at least a 6 to stay upstanding. He's fine. And since he did not take any engine hits, he will be staying in the battle. But with the Bad Cat's head being blown off, I'm going to go ahead and roll to see if he falls. First off, to see if he ejects. Let's see. 1 through 6, he's fine. 7 above, he didn't make it. Sadly, he did not make it. Pilot died. Let's see if his mech falls flat on its face. Yep. Bad Cat's down. Now, we do initiative again. Left side roll. 5, 6, 7. Right side roll. 6, 7, 8, 9. Naked. Oh, actually, the left side gets to move first, since it lost initiative this round. Smack sparking bad and not looking the best. The Wolverine will decide to jump back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and has entered cover, but he is spewing a lot of heat. So I'm going to go ahead and have him roll to see if his mech will shut down, since he's venting a lot of hot plasma, and he just jumped again. Double 6s. Let's say after he jumped and landed, I'm going to make him see if he lands safely or if he falls. Okay, he lands safely, barely. the heat does cause it to ultimately decide to shut down his mech and attempt to do some heat management. It is basically out of the game from this standpoint. You're going to decide to come back, but for all intents and purposes, the Wolverine has withdrawn from the battle. Now, the next one to move from the left side will be the Griffin. He will decide to jump 5. 1, 2. Actually, he'll jump 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll jump 5 right here. He's feeling a little reckless. His body just got all shot up, and his mech is still functional, even though he took the most abuse. Direct abuse. His friend got a lot of his internals damaged. But he's not really thinking straight. So he'll jump 5. He also will run up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he'll just run up 5 because the left one's out. It's a hard run. And next, the Thunderbolt. He did nothing but run last time and didn't fire any of his weapons, so his heat is really manageable. But he will walk 4. 1, 2, 3. Actually, he'll only walk 3. Again, this is a mountainous terrain. Really messing with the mobility they have without jump. On the left side, it's to determine their course of action. First, let's see if the Puma pilot will manage to convince his mech to wake up, or if he stays shut down the next turn. Nope. Unless that was a 12. Automatic safety shutdown from all the heat generation he did. He's completely immobile. His mech is still venting out heat. So he's basically dead in the water. Unironically, if he was in water, he'd be in a better position. The catapult will move up 5. Walk 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he'll just walk up 4. Mostly because he wants that little bit of cover right there. And the locust will decide not to move. And just decide to slam on all the buttons that say fire. On his control panel. His lance leader just went down, and as far as anyone knows, he's basically dead. wants to try to get some revenge. Next up, shooting. The Locust has quite a few targets they can shoot at, but it was going to shoot at the Warhammer level that is the awesome in this game, and fire weapons. Number, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're all within short range. Barely within short range. 0 for no movement. +2 for the awesome's movement. Short range is 0. So unless this pilot has decided to go heavily drink between lining up his shots and firing them, all he has to do is hit 2 3 times in a row. First shot hits with a 6. Second shot, first of the streaks. Second shot is a 7. Third shot, 9. Hits all 3 of his shots. Locales while shooting at the awesome. First hit, 7, left torso. Let's call that the medium laser. Hits on a 7 to the left torso. First cluster streaks. 11. That is the right leg. For the streak missiles. Last cluster hits. Another 11. Right leg again. The Locust and his blind fury absolutely lights up the awesome. The medium laser does 5 damage to the left torso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's the left torso, not the right torso. Wait, is the left torso? Nope, I hit left torso. That's fine. Misread my marks. And 2 streak hits to the right leg. Alright. This round 2. First hit does 7. 7 is 1 damage to the right leg. Second, it's another 7. So 2 damage overall to the 2 hits of the right leg for 1 damage. Actually, it's 2 damage minimum, so 4 damage in total to the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. He fired everything he could. Next up, the catapult. Understanding the Locust pilots' want for some revenge, will also fire all available weapons they can hit at the Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is long range for all his weapons. Long is 4 plus 1 for walk plus 2 for the Awesome's run. He's hit 7 3 times. Flat out miss. Second roll. 9. That's a hit with one of the ERPPCs. Second. Second ERPPC shot misses. Where does that ERPPC shot hit though? Hits the 9, the right torso. Right torso takes 15 points of damage. One, two, three, four, 5. I'll make sure I did these steps right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait, one more. 15. 15 points of damage to the right torso. And since the Puma is still in shutdown, he cannot fire any weapons at all this turn. No, it's the enemy's turn. First, the Griffin will fire. He will fire into the Locust. He will fire 3. The small laser, which is technically within long range, I think it's a 4 plus a 3 plus a 0, 5, 6, 7 for the small laser. So it's another 7 for his ERPPC. And he cannot fire the LRM this turn because the target he wants to shoot at it with is too close to fire. So he needs to hit 2 7s. Hit this locust. Small shot. Misses. ERPPC shot. Both miss. Both go wide. Seems like jumping threw off his aim. Big time. Next is the awesome. He will fire. Actually, what will he fire since he's been running really hot this game? He will choose not to fire any of his weapons to save on heat. Same with the Thunderbolt. It's a complete turn to be allowed to cool down. The Puma comes back online. His heat reset to 0. He can now slowly move again. The only one who needs to factor any amount of heat are the Locust and the Catapult. Since the Catapult fired all its weapons, 35. $15. Goes with the heat scale. $15. The Catapult will also have to make a really hard shutdown test. Needs to get above a 10. Nope, 3. He shuts down now, rendering him immobile. Into next turn. Time for the Locust. He fired everything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heat in total from firing. And since he didn't move, summary. Still at 8. $13. He suffers +2 penalty to fire. His weapons in the coming up turn. Since the only one who did fire anything was the Griffin. It suffers 16 heat. due to his advanced heat sinks, he only goes 3 in the over his allowed amount of heat. Otherwise, he is fine. And since the awesome did do some movement, also the griffin jumped down. 5, so I have to add 5 more to that. 10 actually. It's at 13. The griffin's at 13. I almost forgot about the jump heat. Jump heat is like run heat, right? No, it's like walk heat, but with a minimum of 3. So he jumped 5 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Movement and fire penalty. The awesome ran 6, so that's 12 heat. But his heat sinks eat it since he didn't fire anything. He's fine. And the Thunderbolt just the Thunderbolt just walked 3 and then fired a thing. His heat sinks handle it all. So he's the most fresh out of everyone. We go back to initiative rolls. Left side, 5, side, 6. Left side gets the move first again. This started off with what looked like to be the right side's game, but has quickly shifted into the left side's advantage through their strategic use of firepower and slightly better shots. Since I haven't forgotten about him, he will continue to try to walk off the battlefield. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though he's technically behind cover and to give him the movement dice. So they keep better track of who did what. Now, the griffin will move up he will walk 5. 1, 2, he'll run 5. Right. Do I want him to walk or run? I want him to run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5. Right up to the locust. Next is the awesome. The awesome will actually spend one pointed movement to turn slightly. I better have an eye on the locust. The thunderbolt will run up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because he kind of wants to do some shooting himself. Feeling a little subconscious that he's been towards the back this entire game. He's decided he wants to come up and maybe do some swinging. Really metaphorical swinging with his weapons. The catapult is immobile due to its heat. Cannot do anything while in shutdown mode. The locust, knowing that turning to run will just leave him vulnerable, will decide not to move and yet again decide to hit the shoot everything button that he has on his fire control. The puma, now mobile again, and completely heat free, will run up 9 from his current position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He wants to go back up the locust, as he's one of the more able-bodied mechs. He and the catapult are relatively still fresh, having taken no serious losses of anything. The locust will fire all of his weapons. They're all within short range, and since none of them have a minimum arming distance, they're all within short, which is the modifier 0, plus 0 for not moving, plus 2 for the griffin having run right into point-blank range of all of his weapons. He can fire. He just has to hit 3 2s in a row to hit. Hits once, but barely. Second, hit. Third, hit with a 12. I'll allow that to be a crit because it's a low damage weapon. But I will try to confirm it. Next, the puma. Is run up. Everything's within short range. So 0 for short range. He did have to run. +2. You also hit the Griffin with the Yes Everything button. So he has to hit 3 4s in order for all of his weapons to hit, including his flamethrower. Actually, the RPPCs with the targeting computer only have to hit on 3s because of the -1. Flamer first. Whoosh with a 12. I will also roll to try to confirm if we hit the crit with that flamethrower. First ERPPC hit. That is above a 3, so that hits. Second ERPPC shot. Hits. Alright. Let's go to the Locust's weapons first. The medium laser shot. Medium laser will fire into the Griffin's 9 right torso. The right torso takes 3 points of damage from the medium laser. 1, 2, 3. First straight shot. A cluster hit. Cluster 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. 2 damage. 2 damage to the 11. 11 is the right leg. See, the streak hit, that was the 12 to hit. Let's see the actual crits. It does not. 5 though. 5. Left arm. 2 damage into the left arm. On 2. Now, flamethrower. 4. 4 damage to the left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. You also take some heat damage. It's a +2 to his heat index automatically, I think. I have to read that for a minute. Four. Not backwards. Cork table, air. There. Heat comp. Other heat sources. Page 50. The details. Heat. Fire. since it's the desert, there's nothing to light on fire. Takes an additional 5 points of heat on top of the 3 from the flamer. Three damage. Reheat added to his heat scale. Into his heat sinks. Alright, and then grab PPC shots. First, 11. Right leg takes 15 damage. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Second DR PPC shot. 7. Left torso, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spillover. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The Griffin will fire with a fire, or will it go for punch? But at this closer range, he might as well try to shoot. Because he's within short range for both. +2, +0. So, he must hit 2 2s or higher and hit the locust in front of him. 9. That hits. Second shot. PPC. Higher than the 2. Alright. Small laser hits, and the locust is 7. Left torso. Left torso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's a small laser. It doesn't do that much damage. I'll keep misreading everything. That was just a small laser hit. Small laser does 1 damage to the left torso. The ERPPC shot will roll and hit into the locust's 7. Okay. Now that's 15 damage into the locust's left torso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the locust is dead. Left torso, then center torso. Right, oh. Okay. It doesn't spill into the center containers yet. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 13, 14, 15. Okay, it almost gets blown up. I forgot to account for the external armor first. But the Locust will have to take a piloting test for being shot in the face, basically by a ERPPC shot. It also won't do anything, it's just trying to mitigate its heat a little bit. And also just want to potentially risk hitting its buddy that's stuck in the melee. And the Thunderbolt will actually take its shot at the immobile catapult with its LRM if it's within range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is within short range. 0 plus 2 minus 4 on the mobile target. So he's hitting regardless because it's an immobile target. Unless that was like a stupidly long range shot, which it wasn't. LRM 20 shot. Cluster of 11. 20 hits to the catapult. 9. 9 is right torso. Takes 20. He takes 20 points of damage to the right torso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fired. It's LRM. $15. Doesn't do 15, it does 15. And it's really size type. It doesn't matter. Oh, I read it right. Alright. Alright. Again, still trying to learn everything. Alright. The Thunderbolt actually got to do a little bit of shooting that time on a completely immobile target. But he really wanted to do some shooting this turn. He'll probably be getting talking to by his commanding officer for shooting a helpless opponent who could not fight back. locust didn't move, but it did fire a thing. 4, 5, 6, 7. For the 20 heat, minus 4 movement points. Must also make a 6 up of, actually, yeah, 6 up avoid shutdown. He makes it. Puma. Puma ran 7, so 14. But he fired all his weapons. 23. What is it? Just 14. It's 23. 37 heat. Minus 16 heat in total goes into his overflow. He must now make a 4 up to avoid a shutdown. And he makes it. The Griffin ran 6, so that's 12 heat to start with. Plus firing all his weapons is the plus 16 plus the 3 from the flamethrower. So 31. He immediately shuts down after all heat calculations are made. It is now his turn to be immobile. He also only walked one, technically the turn, and since he didn't do any shooting, his heat completely cools off as his back vents heat due to the double heat sinks. The Thunderbolt, having finally gotten the chance to shoot, he ran up 6, and that's 12 heat, plus firing his LRM, which is 5 heat, 17 heat. He's fine, more or less. It goes into his heat sinks. He's managed to eat it. None of it overflows. I'll still try to calculate for what he might need to try to do. So 17 plus 3 modifier to the hit, and he's making a +4 bound test. He passes it, no problem. I forgot to do test modifiers, but they rolled high enough regardless. So they're all good. Match is still anyone's game, technically. Now we've really gotten to the point where you might see some melee action. Where the mechs start punching each other because of such close ranges. Left side, roll your initiative. You get a 10. Right side gets a 2. The right side gets to move first. After 2 turns of going second, they get to move first. And this guy fully into that hex. Just so everything's a little bit neater. The catapult manages to violently vent out all his heat. I can now move again. Catapult. Still not in a great firing position. Walk this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn him around so he's at least facing vaguely the right direction. Move 5. Walk 5. He gets a green die. The Locust and the Puma will not move as they are determined to fight the Griffin at point blank range. Neither of them will move this turn. They are determined to at least get a kill, so neither of them will move. The Griffin will also not choose to move. And will stay where he is. The Thunderbolt will move up 4. 1, 2. Actually, move up 3. And he will also start to enter the melee that is started up in this part of the map. The Awesome will move up and run 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's decided he's going to go for the catapult. He's been sticking towards the back line, on purpose or not. And that's movement for everyone involved. this turn. Since the locust has spent a couple turns not moving, his heat basically plummets to 0. But he will fire the everything, so you have to hit 3 2s in a row. The Puma will fire everything. Now that it's a 2. Basically, has to hit 3 2s as well. Because they're both swinging into the Griffin. Because if they can knock him out, then they can add their firepower to try to take out the Thunderbolt. The Griffin, sick and tired of the Locust, will actually want to try to do a punch attack. However, he's the Griffin. Griffin has decided that he will not be a sniper. It's 55 tons. So he will try the punch. Let's see. The punch rules are different than the shooting rules. So I need to figure out how punching works. Melee attack 34. Page 34. Punch plus 0. Oh, so he just punches him. And it will like he'll do a punch after he shoots. Because he technically does have an open fist he can do a punch with after he shoots. Let's just say he also needs to hit 2 2s for shooting. Actually, to shoot at the Puma and then punch. The Locust. The Thunderbolt will just go for punch. Actually, he'll punch at the Puma. Is there any weapons he wants to fire as well? Actually, he'll fire his machine guns. So that's the melee determined. Now for the catapult and the awesome to have their impromptu sniper duel. One, three. Short range, so 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 from the hill, giving slight cover. So he'll need to hit 3 4s in a row. The catapult will also fire back with his 2 PPCs and his extended range medium laser, which is a 3. Alright. First off, the glorious fighting with the close range melee. Puma, flamethrower, hits. First PPC shot, hits. Second PPC shot, hits. Locust, medium laser, hits. Streak shot, hits. Hits. The Griffin, the first shot from the Locust medium laser hits the Griffin, and the 11 right leg. Five damage. 1, 2, 3, 5. First streak cluster. 6 shots into the head, right arm. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Second streak shot. It's the 9 right torso. Right torso. How many shots? I'm gonna reroll that. 2. 2 shots right torso. 4 points. 2, 3, 4. Puma's flamethrower. Hits the left leg. 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. First ERPP's shot. 6. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Second ERPPC shot. To the 6. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because of spillover. Oh, that was internal. Alright, he has lost his left leg entirely. He can now choose to try to withdraw at the start of the next turn. That was their glorious bit of melee fought out. Now it's time with Griffin. Small laser shot. Hits. ERPPC shot. Hits. He punches the locust. Either use the punch table, which is 1d6. Hits the locust in the left torso for 5 damage. Alright. First, let's determine where those shots hit before we go any further. Alright. Torso for the punch, just so I don't forget. Alright, that small laser will hit 6. Left leg. ERPPC shot. 8. Center torso. Alright. Hits the locust's left leg. Then the ERPPC shot hits into the torso. And before the locust has a chance to fall over, he punches it in the face. It basically blew out its torso. So first I'm going to see if he manages to punch out. Nope. Doesn't punch out. Which is fine, the head wasn't destroyed, so he's not dead. Let's figure out where he lands. Alright. Locust falls. Bam. That way. From all the fighting. And all the hits it's taken. Oh. Alright. Now it's the Thunderbolt's turn. Shoots its machine guns into the Puma. Instead of it's a 3. Hits. He hits the Puma and the 9. Right torso. Right torso. Takes how much damage? 2, but since it's 2 machine guns, 4 right torso. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now for the impromptu PPC shooting duel between the catapult and the awesome. The catapult needs to hit a 2 4s. Two 4s. Actually, 3 4s because medium laser. Almost forgot about medium laser. Hit. Hit. Nope. And hit. 3 hits. The awesome. This is firing. Actually, that was for the awesome. Never mind. Well, he hit, so regardless, I still need to roll for the catapult. Getting all kinds of mixed up here. PC, hit. PC, hit. Alright, one of the catapult and renegade is supposed to be shooting twice. Right. Hit. Alright. Oh, my legs. Alright. Awesome's first ERPPC got little hits. The 4 left arm for 15 points of damage. Second ERPBC gun. The 7 left torso. 2. This point, I'm just kind of ignoring some of the transfer stuff because the match is basically nearly over. Last ERPBC shot. 5 left arm. Three shots from the catapult hits the awesome. 6, 7, 8 center torso. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inner torso. Second PPC shell. A 5 left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. That does it for the shoot. Oh, I almost forgot the dude punch from the third onto the Puma. I quickly roll that off camera. 6 damage to the 4 left arm. 2, 5, 6. I think that's how it does. Anyways, heat calculations. I remaxed that shot and did stuff. Let's see. What? Catapult's shutting down after all its firing. Because again, it overloaded its systems in a desperate attempt to do something. The Puma didn't move. It did fire all its weapons. So it too shuts down. Griffin shot, didn't move. But I think at this point, we can more or less see where the game is going. So, clean up all the sheets and then I'll do a recap. Alright. Alright. So, at the end of the match, Team Bad Cat has lost, having lost two of its mechs to damage. Its catapult was immobile at the end of the last turn. The Puma was looking down two mechs bearing down on it. So, safe to say the Team Awesome, with having all four of its mechs still up technically, because that guy did not fully make it off the map, wins the game by having the most mechs left on the field. So, the clan commander of the Awesome will take the game as two of his opponents, one of the opponents has died due to a headshot, the other one is in critical condition due to a bad fall and heavy damage, allows the enemy matchup team to surrender. While his Wolverine mech was heavily damaged, I managed to get out of the fighting before it was destroyed. So that's the game.